Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They begin the drive with Robinson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. They work now on 2nd and 9. Ritter will set up to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them, because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Ritter. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 28 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Young will set to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that one an even 60 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Here we go. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Black Ultra. Set, huh?
Following the interception, Young being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Field, black. Ready?
It's Young on first down. Throw complete right side to Coles. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Man in motion left, Mingo. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the Falcons' 23-yard line.
Come on, set. Claws red.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Black shot. Sit, mega. Set.
To throw, Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely, first and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked up by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Drill green. Huge yellow.
Young looks to throw on first down. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
97. Green Jack. Red Cycle. Edo Blue. Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Young. And Shark calls it in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Fight, white. Steel, black. Claws, red.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
Yellow, Lonnie.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Blue stripe. Red, yellow. Smash, red. Ready, ready.
Now here's Young. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Ready.
Robinson on a give right side. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here we go.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Ready up.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Set, huh?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Koo now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Falcons 28, Panthers 0. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Blaster.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
38. Set.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. They find some open field here. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Panthers 0. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Green Jack.
On play action, Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Edo Blue. Black Ultra. Claw 10. Hut, hut.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And they will remain well behind.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Watch out now. 50. Hut.
Young to throw it. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Set. Ready.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Set.
Young on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Still at the 42-yard line.
Claws red. Black shot. Set. Go.
Young on 1st down. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mega. Blue striker. Set.
The play fake. Now Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Hubbard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
28 more yards. That's another Panthers.
Now Young going to move him around.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
560. Red. Yellow. Smash. Red. Cut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Let's go
The
now.
line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Samson Ebuka. A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
10 cycles.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Blaster. 6. Slide through. Trill green. Fury. Yellow. Hut.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Ready.
The Atlanta
ready.
offense out there for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Smith, red.
Robinson with another carry. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the double.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Set, ready. Ready, go.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for two.
Edo blue. Set.
The Young's going to throw for this. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He'll get this down to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Ritter throwing on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ready.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Ready.
2nd and 9.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Here is Young. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Trouble 38.
Open man, that's Tillman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
White. Field black. Hut.
Looking to throw, Young. This is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it.
Okay, ready? Ready?
On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ready, set.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
Set.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 112 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Set.
Hand off now to Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hut, hut.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Panthers 12. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. That throw by Young incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
On the ready.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Young now. This is caught. It's Cooks. Big strides. Look at him go. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Robinson up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
Come on, set.
A give left side to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready up.
2nd and 11 now. Robinson on a give right side. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Falcons, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will head back home.